My friend Paul Zoll makes a very helpful distinction between what he calls little L law and big L law. And he says that big L law is God's law. It's what we find in the Ten Commandments. It's law proper. Little L law, on the other hand, is any voice that makes us feel we're not enough. It could be a voice from inside of us. It could be a voice from outside of us. But it's any voice that makes us feel we're not enough. Now, it takes 1,000 different forms, but its function remains the same. It always judges us. It always accuses us. It always shows us that we're not enough. So infomercials promising a better life if you get a better body, a neighbor's new car, a beautiful person, the promotion of your coworker, a critical spouse, all of these things have the potential to communicate you're not enough. You need to be more. You need to do more. That's little L law. We feel this pressure every day. I better not make any financial mistakes. I better parent my kids right or they'll be messed up for life. Things better go a certain way for me to feel happy, in control. I better not screw up at work. I better get better. We feel this pressure. That's the pressure of the law. We feel it. That's the voice of law. It's everywhere. It's inescapable. It's the air that we breathe. So the very specific demands of God that we find, for instance, in the Ten Commandments are no different in feel than the commandment of fashion, that a woman be beautiful, or the commandment of culture, that a man be successful. Big L law, little L law. And the reason that this doesn't work and this makes us feel the way that we feel is because the law puts all the solutions to life's problems on our shoulders. It forces us to focus on ourselves, what needs to be done, who we need to become, what we need to fix, who we need to fix. The problem is that the law wasn't designed to cure us, it was designed to crush us. And so when we look at it as a tool to cure us, we find ourselves feeling discouraged, heavy, wanting to quit. The law was designed to show us what's wrong. It wasn't designed to make things right. And that's the big problem in our lives as parents, as spouses, as friends, as workers, whatever the case may be. We're trusting in the law to do what God says only grace can do. So Paul has been saying throughout this letter that the law as a cure and a comfort is a dead end. A dead end. It's a ruthless prison of endless musts and demands. It highlights the problems. It doesn't solve the problems. It does what God intended for it to do. So if that's the case, and it is, make no mistake about it, our default mode as human beings to trust in the law to do what only grace can do. We trust in the law. We, in a sense, by trusting in the law, we're trusting in ourselves. We're trusting in ourselves to get the job done, to fix what's broken, to do what needs to happen in order to make our lives better. But that doesn't work. It's not supposed to work. God didn't design it to work that way. So where does real help and comfort come from then? I mean, when life is beating us to a pulp and we feel helpless and hopeless, where do we turn? I mean, what do we do when the giants we face in our lives always seem to win? I mean, where do we go when things begin to fall apart, when we come face to face with our brokenness and our broken world? Well, Paul tells us, where the law fails us, grace finds us.